know it's about funeral. We're just surmising.
Vera, there is one reason and one reason only that this solicitor fella wants to see us. And that's to give us a dirty great bill.
As if we haven't got enough of his own.
Yeah, well, they didn't know that, didn't they? I see, the mistake that we made was going there looking as if we had a couple of bob.
I know, well, why didn't they say something on the day?
No, they don't. I mean, they've got a little bit of decorum, you know, these undertakers. It goes with the job. I remember it from my pallbearing days. I mean, they don't go to the grieving relatives and saying things like, my deepest condolences on your sad loss. By the way, here's the bill, cock.
I know, but look, even so...
Vera, will you sit down? Will you listen to me for once in your life? Our Clifford is going to leave this world the same way as he come into it. Skint. Now, somebody is going to cop for paying for his polished pine. Guess who it's going to be? His next of kin, i.e., yours truly.
Oh, no.
I'm flaming, Nora.
What?
His back rent, I'm going to cop for that lot, too, and all his other debts.
Did he have any?
Does Beck Gilroy wear earrings?
I've got to whitewash the backyard, cover it with trellis and hang ivy up it, and plant big, stripy petunias in pots.
How about a tennis court and a swimming pool while you're at it?
Oh, less of your sarcasm, sir. You're not with your third formers now.
I might just as well be. They spend most of the time fantasising.
What's fantasy about wanting somewhere nice for Dribble Top to sit in his pram?
We're talking about a microscopic backyard.
Yeah, it's more than we've got here. You say the layout's like the Webster's?
Downstairs, pretty much, yeah.
Then I want to knock down the partition wall, have one big through room.
The hell while they're doing it.
If I might remind you, Sunshine, this move was your idea. You're doing a seriously good job of putting me off.
Sorry. We'll make whatever changes your heart desires, even stone cladding a la Duckworth.
If I thought you were a closet stone cladding man, Barlow, this relationship would end right here.
Of course, all this presupposes that Baldwin manages to turf Miss Spitfire out.
How she'll go. She's just making a gesture.
Yeah, ironically, I'd be cheering her on if it wasn't our blasted house she was squatting in.
Your daddy is a sadistic little person.
Yeah, it's only Baldwin I enjoy watching squirm, and Mr. Nice Guy where human beings are concerned.
Meanwhile, there's nothing to stop us getting a move on with things, is there?
Well, the mortgage is all but sorted. You picked out your petunias, so what else is there?
Give Reg notice on your flat, for starters. It's daft you paying rent when you're never there.
Yeah, I offered it to Deirdre as an interim measure.
What did she say?
Too many memories. Last time she stayed there was with Samir and Tracy.
She'd be better off making a move somewhere else altogether. That's what I'd do if I were in her shoes.
Yeah, I dare say, but you're tougher than she is.
Now, why don't I think that's a compliment?
Oh, no, what I mean is you're more independent and self-sufficient.
Yeah, more bullshit, you mean?
Yeah, that too.
All the same.
Yeah?
I actually rather like Deirdre. Lord knows I feel for her. What happened was appalling. I can't help thinking that we'd stand a better chance of things working out if she wasn't permanently on the scene.
How do? Hi. Tights. I've just laddered my last pair.
Sod's law. Tracy was in yesterday. She's looking very well.
Yes, isn't she?
You'd never know there'd been anything wrong.
Apart from a freshly dug grave, 1,500... Oh, Rita. I'm so sorry. I keep thinking I'm all right, and then all of a sudden it just bursts out of me again.
That's all right, love. You don't have to put a front on for me.
I know. Thanks.
She was buying little chocolate teddies for Daniel.
Yeah, she seems to be getting a soft spot for him.
Well, he is her half-brother.
Oh, I don't think she thinks about that. I think it's more the fact that he's cute and cuddly. Me and Ken tried for another baby, you know, years ago. No luck. Fortunate, as it turns out.
Well, at least you had one, which is more than I ever had. I would have loved a daughter.
Hey, I was that thrilled when she was born. She was a smashing little kid. We were great pals once, you know. More like sisters than... And she was a brick when we split up.
You'll be pals again.
Not like that. You know, I blamed her when Samir died.
I suspected.
Worse than that, I actually wished it was her instead of him. Anger, guilt, resentment, you name it, I was riddled with it. I hated myself, but I hated her more. Does that disgust you?
Hey, it takes a lot more than that, love. How are you now?
Well, at least I can be in the same room without wanting to lash out.
She's young, love. She needs a man.
I know. I'm not so young and I still need mine.
It'll get easier once you get yourself sorted.
Do you remember, just after Samir died, I wanted to give up, but you said, no, I owed it to him to do something with my life.
Oh, I can be a bossy little oracle when I want.
No, you were right, Rita. I've just got to get on with it. And the first thing is to get myself a job and somewhere to live.
Round here?
Oh, for the time being, yeah.
Right, well, here we are. Page 19, jobs. Page 26, accommodation.
Thank you, but I won't be needing that. As a matter of fact, I've had an offer of both.
And no fighting now. Last thing I need is you with a split lip.
Hey, if they thump me, I'll thump them back.
You'll thump nobody, do you hear me?
Trisha, it's me, Mike Baldwin.
Not even him.
Oh, I'll handle Baldwin now, Scoot. And remember to come it back way when you come home.
Hey, could have a secret signal. I'll go 2 slow and 3 fast, and you could say, halt, who goes there?
I think I managed to guess it's you somehow.
Look, I know you're in there. Now, come on, this is getting ridiculous. Go on, open the flaming door and stop messing about. Well, do you want the police to break it down, eh?
Hey, you better watch it. She'll do you for harassment.
I'm the one that's being harassed. I do her a favour and all I get is a load of flaming aggro. Come on, open the door!
Leave her alone. I'll get me dad on you. He's a 6-foot karate black belt and he was in the SAS.
Come here, you cheeky little... I'll murder you! You won't sit down for a week when I get my hands on you, my son.
Steady, steady.
I'll murder you when I get hold of you. I haven't forgotten what you did yesterday either.
You ought to be ashamed. A grown man threatening a helpless child.
Helpless him? He's about as helpless as a pit bull terrier.
I've a good mind to report you to the NSPCC.
What are you laughing at, Webster?
Nothing. I'm just happy in my work.
It's not like you to eat sweet things.
That's why he stays so slim.
Actually, it's a bribe from my landlord.
Who is admittedly on the cuddly side.
Will you stop interrupting, Alma? We're trying to have a serious conversation.
Which, loosely translated, means, are them cream buns for your lady friend?
Wish they were. No, they're not. They're definitely for Des. See, I've got to stay on the right side of him in case he installs a new lodger while I'm away.
Away? Where are you going?
España?
Oh, I say. Have a sangria for me while you're there, will you?
Oh, I'll probably be serving him, not drinking it.
Oh, no, you should get some time off to have a dance under the stars with a young senorita.
Hey, don't embarrass a lad. This is a cafe now, not a marriage bureau.
Hey, don't knock it. Wish everybody took as much interest in my love life. Adios.
Adios. Adios. Ah, he's a nice lad, isn't he? Much nicer than his brother. Wonder why he's always on his own.
Well, girls don't go for nice lads as a rule, do they? We go for otters.
You speak for yourself. Talking of you, have you made a decision yet?
About what?
Whether to have your head shaved or go in for body piercing.
I've given it a lot of thought.
See? We are talking about Jeff Thingy's offer, I take it.
Yes, I'll leave the body piercing to Madonna.
I'm pleased to hear it.
And I'm going to tell him no.
Right.
Well, what else can I do?
No, right, I'm saying you're doing the right thing. Oh, don't look like that.
Like what?
Kid that's had its sweets taken off it. I feel awful now.
Well, don't. It's got nothing to do with you.
Oh, thank you very much.
No, well, what I mean is, hypothetically, if I do get an outside job, I can always get somebody in to help. I mean, you won't lose out.
So what is the problem?
Mike.
Want to talk about it?
There's nothing to talk about. I'm turning the job down. End of story.
Mrs. Morgan! Room number 4.
Oh, I want to see the other lady, please.
Hello, Mr. Sugden. What can we do for you?
Well, I thought I'd give you a lot of chance, you know. Seems you claim to run this place very efficiently.
Well, we do our best.
Well, you can't be worse than the other lot. They lost all my records at the beginning of the month. So where do I sign up?
Right, then.
What do you think you're doing?
I need to see a doctor.
I'm afraid they're all busy at the moment.
No.
Well, I can fit you in tomorrow if you like.
Stuffed.
If that's the sort of thing you have to deal with, you deserve a medal.
Well, have you got a job sorted or what?
No, I'm just going to go and busk it. Might get a bit of bar work. Bet said she'll give us a decent reference.
She'll give me one. I could just cope with flogging pina coladas to Dolly Birds in itsy-witsy teeny-weeny bikinis.
Dolly Bird, you're a bit out of date, aren't you, Jacko?
I'm a lot out of date, son. That's one of my problems, one of many.
So anyway, might not even get a job at all. Just end up kipping on the beach.
May as well go for it while you got a chance. Wish I had.
Oh, the old grass is greener syndrome.
No, I wouldn't be without Sally and the girls, you know.
Well, fair comment, yeah. Wouldn't mind a bit of that myself.
You just turned 21 for Pete's sake.
Yeah, so was our kid.
Yeah, well, he's still young to settle down.
Well, all right then, if you say so, Grandad. How old were you then?
When?
When you got married?
21.
Oh, you're a bag of nerves today.
Oh, I'm sorry, Betty.
Here.
You've not forgot that I'm going early, have you?
Look, I don't know what you're getting yourself in such a state for, anyway.
Betty, every time I get within spitting distance of the law, it's bad news time, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's down to your telly, from what I recall.
Yeah, well, lad, where do you think he got his bad habits from, eh? Him and his uncle, two of the kind, aren't they? They give me nothing but grief. And it's going to be the same again. I can smell it, Betty.
What's on today, Betty?
Well, cottage pie's a special. I say, we don't usually see you in here at dinner time.
No, Martin came in, so I'm playing hooky. Can I have a white wine while I decide?
You can.
I'm skiving and all. Great, isn't it?
Hey. We could go into town and pick out on cream teas.
Drive to Winslow, give the plastic a bashing.
Find a matinee in Sob over a soppy film.
Pose in a posh hotel way up the talent, what do you reckon?
I reckon we'll go back to work.
Back inside.
I've told you, the surgery is closed for the afternoon. I can fit you in tomorrow if you want.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Chap upstairs let me in. He said you'd be in here.
Ah, that'd be Roy Crop. He's a Malvere duck. He seems to know everything. I'm doing an inventory.
Is this flat empty as well?
Yeah, this one, the one opposite. Oh, and a bed sit upstairs.
Do you know this would be ideal for Tricia?
Oh, no way. That girl's trouble. Having her once as a tenant is once too often.
Have you got any better ideas for getting her out of number one?
I'm working on it.
In other words, you haven't. Listen, Mike, it's in everybody's interest if that sale goes through. Ken and Denise are anxious to move in. I need the cash because I want to invest it, and you're cheesed off with all that hassle.
I'd have even more if she moved in here. That kid of hers should carry a government health warning. I tell you, with him around, you're a candidate for a heart attack.
His mum will make him behave once she sees this settled. She might be stubborn, but she's not stupid.
I'll think about it. That why you're here? Twist me arm.
Does that offer of a flat still hold? Or am I trouble as well?
You are one of the few sane people left in an ever-increasingly crazy world.
Yeah, well, there's been times lately when I'd have doubted that. Well?
Of course it is. Mind you, like I said before, the job goes with it.
Then I'm saying yes to both.
You don't know what you're doing! You need help, please!
I said shut it! Where did he keep it?
Come on! Come on! I don't know!
Where?
No!
heard his nibs on it again this morning, love.
Oh, he'll not quit till he has me out. Which he will, I'm under no illusion.
Yeah, well, give him a run for his money first, love, eh?
I'm not being awkward for awkward's sake, Vera. I just want a roof over his heads. I almost feel sorry for him, silly little twerp. Pig in the middle between me and that Deirdre can't be much fun.
Well, she ain't had much luck either, has she?
No.
Mind you've got to look after number one in this world.
And then there's that Sally up road. Decent husband. Don't knock her about. Oh, no, I'm two lovely little girls. And I think, why ain't that me?
But it's never too late, love. You watch, you'll meet a nice young fella and settle down again.
Hey, you'll have to introduce me to your Terry if he ever shows up. I won't mind having you as my ma-in-law.
Oh, you'd mind having him as an husband, love. I mean, he might be my son, but I won't wish him on my worst enemy.
If that's Baldwin again, I'm going to call for the police.
No, it'll be our Jack. I'll have to know what to say where I'll be.
Are you on your own?
I think I've got one here, a couple of personal bodyguards. Mind you, we might usually have a little bit of muscle if that Deakin fella gets a bit stroppy, eh, Vic?
Hey. Oh, it'll be something now.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, come on. We don't want to be late, do we?
Are you going dressed like that?
All part of the game plan.
Oh, right. I used to put saying scam when I went to social.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell him straight. He's onto a loser. Now, if he wants to take us to court, on his own head be it.
Yep.
But not even a little fella in a funny wig can get blood out of a stone.
Don't forget to lock up.
Oh, see ya.
Josie?
Oh, no! No, please!
Josie!
Please, no! Help
the
me!
hell?
Help!
Here, what the hell?
Don't stay back!
Oh, yes, Mr. and Mrs. Duckworth.
Right. Before you start, I'd just like to lay our cards on the table, you know.
Just so there's no misunderstanding, lad.
Vera, I'll handle this, please. If it's money you're after to pay for these debts, I'm afraid you've come to the wrong shop.
Yeah, but what you call financially embarrassed.
In other words, totally skint. And he might not even be my brother. I mean, he might even be my half-brother, might he? Because my mother used to put it about a bit in her younger days. You know, bless her.
Mr. Duckworth, Mrs. Duckworth, I think you'd better sit down.
Where's yours?
Not hungry, pet.
Is he being mad with you again?
No, but he will. He's not the type to give up. Neither of us is, that's the trouble.
Don't worry. I'll sort him out for you.
Oh, Jamie, lover, you're 11 years old.
Well, I'll get my dad to give me a good going over. You won't mess with my dad.
You leave your dad out of this. It'll only make matters worse.
So where will we live then? If they chuck us out, I'm not going into care.
Hey, as if. That's rubbish talk. I'll find us somewhere to live, don't you fret. Have I ever let you down yet?
We could start with Jack and the pigeons.
I think Jack and Vera have enough on their plate without two waifs and strays landing on them. Hey, come here, you. Give us a hug.
Get off.
Is Denise looking forward to the move?
Well, as moves go, it's hardly mega, but yeah, she's busy making plans. Most of which involve me in hard physical labour.
I must say, it surprises me, you two wanting to live there.
Does it, Betty? Why?
Well, I would have thought, you know, a little semi, a bit farther out. Would have been more your style of thing.
Oh, not as convenient, though. And they'd never find such a lovable, friendly local newsagent across the road, eh, Kate?
Anyway, what we're both looking forward to is having more space. The flat's okay for one, but two adults and a baby, forget it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao, lovey. Still think it's a peculiar thing to do.
Oh, I don't know. Ken will certainly feel at home.
Well, she won't. She'll want a fresh start with something new.
Well, Denise is a bright girl, but she's not overburdened with sentimentality.
No. Would you like to have moved into a house where your husband had been happy with the previous wife?
Well, funnily enough, I had the chance of doing exactly that, and I turned it down, but not for the same reason. But even if Ted hadn't have been going to die, no. No, I don't think I would have been exactly mad keen. Then again, I'm not Denise.
No, Denise isn't Deirdre.
I'm not even going to ask what that cryptic comment might mean, Elizabeth.
Because you don't need to.
I think we should all keep our opinions to ourselves, don't you? I mean, let them get on with it and wish them well. Now, your paper bill, lady.
Right.
Where has Mavis put that boot?
There. Get that down, yeah.
I can't take a brandy at middle of afternoon.
Well, I don't know why you won't have them tablets that Dr. Howarth wanted you to take.
I don't want to take no tranquilizers. I'll be fine.
Fine? Look, you're shaking like a leaf, woman. If I hadn't turned up...
Yeah, well, just thank God you did.
Yeah, well, I just thought I'd nip round and give her a lift home if she's ready.
Just had a premonition, eh?
Yeah. Well, how's he, little? I hope they throw keys away when they catch him.
He weren't in his right mind. He didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah, well, I trust you to make excuses.
I've seen them when they get like that. They get desperate, they'll do anything for a fix.
All right. Come on, it's all over. He won't be back.
But it's not all over, is it? Not for me.
No,
I shan't sleep a wink tonight.
That's why you're stopping here.
No, I didn't mean. I don't want to impose on you.
Look, you're in no state to be on your own. You know you won't be imposing. Be a pleasure.
Right, come on, Vera, love, you go and sit down, because I think we could do with 2 very large scotches inside.
Any joy with those keys yet?
Yeah, it's all in hand.
Only you do realise I can't get the mortgage settled till the surveyor can get access.
I've told you it's all being taken care of.
Yeah, well, that's not good enough. I need some sort of time scale.
All right, well, give me a couple of days, it'll be sorted out.
Can I have that in writing?
Get off my back, Barlow.
You were right then, Chuck. Was about money.
I was right, Betty.
I'm not surprised you left now. All flash and no cash, you're Clifford.
Betty, show some respect. The poor bloke's dead.
Jack's not a hypocrite, you know. I mean, there was no love lost between them when they were alive. I'm sure he's not going to pretend any different now he's gone. Am I right, lover?
Right on both counts, lovey. Very devious person. Never left a beat.
Poor old duckegg, lumbered again.
What's all this then?
Well, it looks like he's copped for his deceased brother's debts.
No, it's not.
You're right. Don't give in without a fight. If you want any advice about battle tactics, I'm your man.
No, it's not his debts he's caught for. It's his flipping insurance.
Are you sure? He didn't seem the type to stump up for that sort of thing.
No, more of a live now, pay later merchant, not like a relative of mine.
No, you see, it were her that nagged him into taking one of these travel policies before they went away. Covers everything from luggage to life.
Killed abroad in a car crash. Ever so tragic.
I'm not surprised they have some balmy rules over there. You know, if Brussels ever gets on their own way, we'll all be driving on the wrong side of the road.
Oh, shut up, Mr. Sugden. So you're a beneficiary then, are you, Jacko?
Oh, so beneficiary!
It's over.
How much?
Hey, you can't say you don't come straight to the point, you're a boss, can you?
Only 30,000 quid.
Blimey!
There, my little swamp duck, did I always say, one day the duck's ship will come home.
Yeah.
30,000.